Good morning, everybody. One second. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another pre-market live stream this morning for another stock watch list. So sorry I wasn't on yesterday. I had a late start to the morning and just did not have the time, appropriate time to get online with you guys. So apologize for that. With that being said, today is going to be, I think it's going to be a good day, but I'm only really focusing on like two stocks, Yelp and Roku. Tesla is still there, and Facebook and Apple and Netflix and all the earnings plays that were yesterday. So there's still a lot of plays, but I'm only focusing on these two for right now, which is Yelp and Roku, because I know that today their earnings, they're going to be volatile. There will be plays to be made. And then anything else, if I feel is good, then I'll trade that. But for right now, I'm only going to really talk about Yelp, Roku, and Tesla. Good morning, Mr. Max 500. Good morning, Cooley. I would like today to trade a little bit better. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday have been a rough start, though I did come up with just shy of 7,000 Monday, 400 or something, 500 on Tuesday. And then yesterday, after I uploaded the video, I ended up taking a pretty big loss. So I actually ended yesterday down just shy of 2,000. So we're still up on the week pretty good, but the trading for me just hasn't been consistent. It's kind of been a back and forth where I'm getting some wins, getting some losses, but I'm getting out of my trades quick enough so that my wins counteract my losses on the day, my losing trades, that is, but still just not good trading for the week. So I'm not really happy about it. It's always good to make money, but it's good to make money in a good way, right? I don't want to get there making it choppy, right? There's a saying, I'm a golfer. I don't know if you guys are golfers, but if you are, you can probably relate to this. And if you're not, you can probably still relate. So golfing's a really hard sport for a lot of people, even me. I'm good, but I'm not that good. It's really hard to get very consistent in golf, shall we say. And when you just start golfing for the first time, you suck. I mean, you are horrible. I mean, you can't even swing the club. You knock the ball 2 feet. And so if you just started golfing for the first time, and then you go with someone like myself or someone who's been playing golf for a long time, they're usually a little bit better. So there's a saying here is that nobody really cares how good or how bad, or let me put it this way, nobody cares if you are very, very bad at golf, or nobody cares how bad you suck at golf, as long as you don't play slow. And there's another term that no matter how ugly your golf game is, it all looks the same on the scorecard, meaning no matter how bad and how ugly it looks when you play, when you give the scorecard to someone, they won't be able to tell how bad you played. They'll only be able to see the results, which means that one way or the other, you're going to get to the finish line. But in trading and in golfing, you'd rather have a good score playing a good round of golf rather than having a good score and playing a shitty round of golf. And what I'm relating that to is, yes, it's good to make money, but it's good to make money in a good fashion, not an ugly, choppy fashion. Remember that. Just because you're making money doesn't mean you're trading very well, okay? So not only do you want to make money, you want to trade well. And that is something that I haven't done very good this week. So I would like to turn that around for the last 2 days of the week. Handicap, I shoot with handicap, I'm like a 90. So I'm right in the 85, 90s area. Why is my computer lagging out? Give me 1 second. My computer's going on and off. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the screen, and we're going to get into it. Give me just half a second here. All right. All right, let's share this guy. This one, here we are. All right, guys. So the first stock on the watch list is going to be Yelp. So we'll talk about Yelp. As you can see, it is an earnings play that had gapped up. Yeah, gapped up from about $38 to a high of 44. So it's currently up roughly $6 a share from yesterday's after hours trading. Okay. Good morning to you from Holland. So Yelp earnings play, it's gapping up. This looks pretty strong. It is currently trending up, and it is coming up to its pre-market level resistance, which is 44.74. Now, as I've stated before, anytime I'm watching a stock like Yelp in the morning that's gapping up, I'm always looking for it for both long and both short. The long-term view is usually, the day approach is usually that this is going to be a good long play because of the good earnings and the gap up. But usually, as I always say, you usually see the pullback or you see the sell-off first. Okay, Roku's also on the watch too, coolly. So we've already done this plenty of times this week and last week about the earnings plays and how I intend to trade them. I will be looking to either short Yelp out of the gates if it fails to push up, and I will look. So first, I will usually look to short these big gap ups, and then when they find support and start curling around, then I'll look to long them. Okay. So right now we have a pre-market high resistance at 44.74. You have a pre-market support at 43.44. You have another pre-market support at 42 and another one at about 41.50. So what you should do is you should mark off all these key level support areas that you see here on my chart exactly the same so that you have those levels mapped off as well. When you have a big earnings win like this, it's very common to see it sell off out of the gates because of profit taking and early morning short sellers trying to push that short down. When the short sellers give up and there are no more sellers and buyers start to come in, then it starts to get bought back up for a dip buy. On the way back up, it'll start squeezing out any of the short sellers that had previously gotten in the stock, which then can result in it going from a red to a green move. Okay, so Yelp will be watching long, shorting around the pre-market high if it fails, possibly longing around 43.45, which is a pre-market support if in fact that holds up. If that breaks, the next level of support will probably be somewhere in the $42.50 to $42 price point. Okay, so that is Yelp. If you look at the yearly chart, okay, Yelp is up to 44. So currently, right now, Yelp is like right here. It's basically right at this yellow arrow. Okay. And then it has all this resistance above it. So there's a lot of overhead resistance on Yelp, which can be good and it can be bad. Because if there's a lot of overhead resistance, we know that there are a lot of long-term short sellers that were probably in on any of these drops. So today, it's very possible that as it starts pushing higher, it will start squeezing the short sellers, and we might have a good run to the upside on Yelp. So we'll be watching Yelp for a long bias trade here. All right. Next here on the watch is Roku. So Roku, another one on the watch here this morning. If you see, it is an earnings winner from 45 to a high of 53 pre-market. So we have a pre-market resistance here at 53.50. We have a pivot point support at 51.80. So you can see here, the top here in aftermarket trading has now become the pivot point support here in pre-market trading. With that being said, we'll be watching Roku to the long side today, but it is the same exact outlook as Yelp. I will be looking to see if Roku fails around the 53.50s price. We take it short down to the support line, see if we get a bounce, and then I might take it long. Okay. Granted, they don't always work that way. Okay. They could just start squeezing up and continuing to run, but that's usually less likely than seeing them pop up, fail, then run. Okay. So again, It's the same outlook that I had on Yelp. We'll be watching Roku long today, but first for a short and then for a dip buy to the long side. And if you look at the yearly chart, you will see that Roku has a 52-week high of $58. Where's the price right now? The price is at $52. So there's $6 a share that Roku could run to the upside today before reaching the 52-week high. Will it run $6 a share today? I don't know. If you have a crystal ball, please let me know. I'll give you my phone number and we can get in touch. But chances are you don't have a crystal ball and neither do I. So I could not tell you whether or not this is going to run $6 a share to the upside today or not. What I could tell you is it can, possibly. We just don't know. So we're going to trade the price action. What we do know, 52-week high is at $58.80. And we know that right now the price is at about 53, which means that there is all of the resistance at the 52-week high to go through. So once we can break above the pre-market high, which was what exactly? 53.50. Okay. So at 53.50. Once Roku can get over 53.50, then it has the possibility of running up to the 52-week high, but this is all going to be a resistance possibly, which could affect the stock from going higher. Granted, there could also have been long-term short sellers from the 52-week high that have been holding for a long time. I'd be pretty surprised, but it's possible. And if there is, we might start squeezing them out. Secondly, there could be a lot of long-term shorts that have been in from this drop, and they're holding as well that could in fact start squeezing up. So all in all, Roku is a long today, and I will be watching it long, but first for a short. All right. Last one I will talk about is Tesla, TSLA. And there might be some other great plays out there today, but I'm just going off of based off of what I'm seeing so far. Tesla. For Tesla traders and people watching Tesla, watch Tesla short. This appears to be the first red day setup, or well, kind of. But this looks like to be a first red day setup where we're going to have a pretty good sell-off on Tesla. It is trending down. It had the good news, right? It's starting to break down. So we'll be watching Tesla to the short side below 365. If Tesla can break 365, we should see a pretty good sell-off, probably even down as close to 360s and maybe even lower, okay? The reason I would pick 360 as kind of the support area is because if you look back from the day, not yesterday, but the previous day where it went all crazy because Elon, I don't know, tweeted some stuff and now he's in trouble with the SEC and blah, 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 who cares? And then the $2 billion factory and all the gigafactory things, whatever. When it went crazy, it created this consolidating chopping area right around 360, which means it could very well be a strong support that's going to hold up today if, in fact, Tesla does go short. So we'll be watching Tesla short here below the 365, or I would be watching Tesla short at 370 or even 371. So if this doesn't automatically go short, it might pop up, try and push higher. And if it hits any of these key level resistances from yesterday's closing price or some just low day resistance, we might end up seeing a sell-off. So there's one of two ways I think I will trade this. It's either a short out of the gates, which I don't usually like to do. I'd like to see a pop and then a fail and then take short. All right. And that is my outlook there on Tesla. S&P 500, so the SPY. So what's up with the SPY? The SPY is, it's up there. We know it's getting close to that resistance. And the thing is, look at the days. The days, instead of being big green days, are turning into small doji days, meaning indecisiveness, uncertainty, not sure. We don't know. Should we start selling or should we keep buying? 50-50. Who knows, right? That's exactly what's happening right now in the S&P or the SPY. Is just be creating doji candles here up towards its 52-week high. So right now, people are starting to become cautious and uncertain as to whether or not we are heading towards a drop off the 52-week high or if we're going to try and break the 52-week high. Considering we're going through just a sideways consolidation, I would first let the 9 moving average catch up to the price action on the daily chart. and wait to see if that 9 moving average is the resulting factor of it pushing higher. Sorry, not the resulting factor, the main reason as to why it pushes higher. I want to let this thing at least test the 52-week high. If it continuously fails to get up there, then yeah, maybe look to short the market. All right, I will look at KBSF and I will look at IQ before I head on out for the day. So KBSF up pretty big. This is a low float stock that you have to know how to trade really. So if you're going to be trading this, you're going to be very careful and understand this could, very easily crush your, I don't want to say crush your account, but again, same thing as always. You have a pre-market high of $8.55. I would be more likely to watch this fall down first and look for a red to green move short squeeze. Okay, this is up from $5.50 to $8.55. Anybody who trades penny stocks knows that big monster penny stock runners tend to have massive sell-offs at the beginning of the day that may result in a red to green short squeeze move. So if I were you and you were trading KBSF, I would not look to long it out of the gates. I would just look to be patient and wait for it to drop, find support, and go for a red to green move. And then let's see, you wanted IQ. What's IQ doing? Oh, IQ gapping up this morning. IQ has not been a very promising stock recently. That's okay. IQ is basically border. It's a 50-50 trade. It's right in the middle. So what I can tell you is I could say it could go long. Why could it go long? Because they put in a higher low from 2801, and so we're starting to trend up. And I could tell you, well, it's got a trend coming down this way that if it breaks that trend, we could go higher. I could also tell you, look at all the resistance that's been built up at about $30 right here, here, and here. Yeah, so we're like right in this 50-50 line. So this really could go both ways. It could either dump or it could break. It's really kind of a 50-50 trade at this point, right in the middle. It's not on a major resistance and it's not on a major support. It's right in the middle of support and resistance. So I could go one of two ways, okay? All right, guys, so that is all I have for you here today on the pre-market watch list. So hopefully that helps some of you guys determine what it is that you might be trading and or what it is, and some stocks that might help you make a decision on what you would like to trade. So other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys as always for tuning in. I will be here tomorrow and I will get the video uploaded of our live trading day today. And once again, if any of you guys would like to join our private trading room and our private course and basically to help you develop quicker as a trader and join over a few thousand traders so that you can collectively talk throughout the day, feel free. The first link in the description of the video is the link to our website, and that will essentially point you in the right direction to get you access to all the private information and groups and things like that. Other than that, guys, take care, and I will see you guys all tomorrow morning for another pre-market watch list. All right, guys, take care.